Promise I didn't ask, so it's 444 in the car, my dash. I shake a big, told them all, you went first, you last. Little boy, that's facts. I'ma grow that cash to my money. You know what? Let me stop.
Tonight on EA Sports, Super Bowl 57.
The talk is over. We're set for the big one. Super Bowl 57. Away we go from Arizona.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Man open, that's who he was.
And he'll get this one way out just shy of the 35-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on first down. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Another Las Vegas first down.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. Ball carrier.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people just like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Waller taking it in over the middle. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Darren Waller, 30 yards. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. And that makes it 7-zip Vegas.
Raiders 7, Washington nothing.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll run on first down. It's Gibson, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. So across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On 2nd down, it's Jacobs. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
Jacobs.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And 1.
They're trying to pick it up by running the action to the right. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. Well, not content with a first quarter lead, I guess. They're going to go onside kick. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And just like that, it's third down. Here's Jackson. Finds a man with a crossing route. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
They'll set up the screen for Gibson.
And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
3 at the 10-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10.
This is Coleman. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run.
And Washington able to make this a close game again.
That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Flush to his right.
Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted.
Picked off at the 36. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. And I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Slings this deep, and this is caught. Touchdown, Washington.
Terry McLaurin, 38 yards. And Washington has taken the lead.
And that makes it 14-10.
When we drop defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
And this will make it into the end zone.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Able to find one. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Crossover out of bounds right at the 25. 34 yards there and a 1st down.
We give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through and picking up 1st downs.
Now throwing on 1st down and completing it. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. What a moment for him, a pick 6 in the Super Bowl. You think about some of the big pick 6s over the history of this huge game. I remember, because I was watching with a lot of Colts fans, Tracy Porter picking Peyton Manning to get the Saints' first title.
Yeah, that one pretty much sealed the deal for New Orleans as well. But I got to go back a ways because, you know, unfortunately I'm considerably older. Herb Adderley, the Green Bay Packers, got it all started. The first pick 6, Super Bowl II against the Oakland Raiders, and some of the better ones that were out there. You might remember Dwight Smith of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers had 2 in one game when they won their Super Bowl championship against Rich Gannon in Oakland. You mentioned Tracy Porter already. How about James Harrison of the Steelers? You remember that one? 100 yards right before the half ended. That was a big-time play. But for me, the absolute classic, Willie Brown in slow motion against the Vikings for the Raiders. The grand old man, Willie Brown, 75 yards.
You recall him all. What a play here. Another pick 6 in the Super Bowl. And they worked this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
On the play, 2nd and 10. At their 48-yard line.
They'll throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And he's got it. They'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Raiders are back within a score. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there setting ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. They run the counter. Gibson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And now look at this. Big gain, but fumble. And the Raiders pick it up.
Well, let's be frank. You hate the fumble at the end of the play. But prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
At the 46-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Flex loose. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Running left, Coleman on the toss. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line.
Well, obviously they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now.
A hole to dig out of here, 2nd and 17.
From 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Third down. It's Gibson. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
It's a first down Washington on a pickup of 18.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack. And guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Jackson on first down. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, we've seen Jackson already have success in the first half running the football, and he gets good yardage on the ground again there. I mean, I know it's a $64,000 question, CD, but how do they contain him better?
You have to win against the blockers ahead of you. If those guys even occupy a defender for even a half a second, then Lamar Jackson is gone. You've got to take those blockers and move them so that you have clear vision of Lamar Jackson, and hopefully you can hem him in.
So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. He can run for it, and he will. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. 5 yards that time, taking it himself, and he has enough for the 1st.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal.
And he fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
A 6-yard touchdown run.
And Washington going to add on to their lead.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half. And now to give us momentum going into the 2nd half, give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the 2nd half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
He'll let this go deep for runs.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Back to throw here. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Henry Ruggs, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Raiders have cut it back to within a score. So the big play to kick off the drive set them up 1st and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they're able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown, we saw the payoff, but of course that big, long chunk play is what got them in position.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Washington now going to use the 1st of their 3 timeouts.
As they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson escaping the pressure right. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And now he's got him in a great spot at the 8-yard line here, 1st and goal. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Derwin James with the ball. And these guys have got it back in the closing stages of the 1st half.
Intercepted. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 6-yard line.
Out
there setting ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Yeah, last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
A 2-yard pickup makes it.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. This time they stay on the ground. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. So it's halftime here on sports' grandest stage in the Super Bowl. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Out there setting ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
And a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
You'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with third and about 6 yards to go.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Jackson from the shotgun. Flush to his right. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
1st and 10 at the 40.
On first down, Gibson. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
2nd and 10.
Throwing on second down. Jackson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. And that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
He throws there incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back the other direction. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Through the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we're going to shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it? So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And now here's another interception. Picked by Kendall Fuller. He's at the 40. The 20. 10.
And he will bring this one back. It is a pick six for a Washington touchdown.
Washington.
Yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word. Yeah. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Eluding the pressure right. Got a man, it's Darren Waller. He's got room. Past the 20. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 73 yards. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Extra bulk up front for second and inches. 3 tight ends. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs taking it in. And the Raiders are back within a score.
Now the Raider offense will stay out there as they'll line up to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. Flushed out right. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
They go play action here on first down. They'll roll him out right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
27 yards there, a first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
This time Jackson will throw it.
Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is incomplete. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and that'll bring up second down.
Looks like they went for the combo plate there. A nice ample gain on the ground on the previous play. Going for the big shot on that one unsuccessfully.
Third quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Second and 10.
And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. Now it's Jackson. Flush to his right. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. like this. Certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They'll try and start this drive in the air, eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. They'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Hunter Renfrow is the man he was looking for. And it's 3rd and short.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
They're going to look to throw. Dallas connection complete to Ruggs. And he's going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. 2nd and 12 now at the 44-yard line.
At the 44-yard line.
Here's a quick throw complete to Galladay. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
Marcus Williams.
The one with the dime look that time on defense just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Now a shotgun snap as they look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. And they'll get this to Ruggs on the jet sweep. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
Brings up 2nd and 2. At the 11.
This pass clock at the 4. And the Raiders are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Flushed out right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
2nd down. Right.
It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Marcus Williams. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 20. 10. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line.
This was almost what I've heard referred to as a pick 12.
Pick 12, explain.
Well, you're talking about the 6 that they were trying to get.
Because they were so close to the end.
And now the 6 going the other direction. So when you take a look at it, teams on the march, they're in the red zone. Then after the interception, and it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep them from going all the way.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
3-yard line.
It's Coleman here. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
No gain on the
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. He pushed forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Dustin Hopkins now for the Washington field goal. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And Hopkins' kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points, so it's not mission accomplished, it's done close.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive 1st and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
11 yards there, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Back to throw. He'll buy some time right. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. And this throw caught left side. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. It's 41-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. And this one is incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Escaping the pressure right. The open man here, Renfro. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Hunter Renfro, 41 yards. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? R-A-C?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And the tension ratcheting up all around. A one-score game, fourth quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you folks came for. Every play with the potential to win or lose a title as they look to drain some time off this clock.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Now this time he'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here, so keep it on the ground. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to...
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back.
They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. So here we go, Charles, third down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
And they, in fact, will throw it. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Maurice Hurst able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up fourth down. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And this is taken at the 23. 13 yards, the tally on the return there. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
6-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation.
This is going to be caught. On the final play, a touchdown. How about that? And a two-point conversion now will send us to overtime.
But they certainly aren't afraid to dial up the long ball, and fans dig the long ball. And they absolutely needed it, and guess what? They got it. How about that?
And now, two-point conversion away from tying this game up. One of the biggest plays in Super Bowl history unfolding before our eyes. They need 2 to tie. And he'll get into the end zone as the two-point conversion is successful. I think we just witnessed the ultimate head-scratching moment. All they needed was the extra
point to win the game, and they don't get the 2-point try. Why did they go for the 2-point conversion?
It is a head-scratcher, but I go back to when we sat down with them in our meeting, and they just kept coming back to special teams has just been not very good in practice this week. I wonder if that ghost loomed over them and decided not to kick it there and go for 2, but still, I think your odds are a whole lot better just snapping and putting it down and kicking.
Yeah, I'm not buying it. You got to kick the extra point. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team. And that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
And it's been loud in here so far. Now a first throw here in overtime. And that'll be incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Out of the gun now on third down. Got an open man, it's Ruggs. And they go out near midfield at the 49. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. What they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmys and the Joes.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Open man is Edwards. He's got it. And he's into the end zone. Move over, James White. You've got a new rival for best finish to a Super Bowl ever. And how about this? Viva Las Vegas. The Las Vegas Raiders on top of the football world as they will hoist the Lombardi Trophy as Super Bowl champions. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. And what a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gunn signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Hey, could count on my power and look at my dogs from. Way back then, you could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich, then went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. How did you let it go miss? How she was magic, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught her the rhythm. She caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole time. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain. Can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked. Can I? Before I went live, they know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I was. These right here to protect my cub. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's both to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Game over, time's up. Play my cards, dealt my hand, ain't really no time for luck. Either you got it, you don't. Lie to yourself if you won't. I put my team on my back, did what I could, what I had. Now I'll be all in my bag, copy and paste with the swag. Bet you can't do it like me. All my winners on repeat. Take your L like a boss, stand 10 toes on your feet. I can never take a loss. I ain't set up for defeat. 4 Giottos on the truck. I had to do this stuff. Living my life cause we up. Looking back like where the love. Swear I be hella low key, but contrary to belief, loyalty runs deep. I keep my ear to the streets. Struggle turn me to the streets. I'm out the chain, I'm out the leash. But baby girl, I play for keeps. Told my brother lately, I've been scheming against all odds like Willie Beeman. I've been grinding lately, this my season. Lord knows I'm trying to find my reason. All on the line, ain't no looking back. Giving my all with no strings attached. Can't roll no bottom, rolls through the cracks. Spotlight on you, boy, how you gon' act?
Hey, I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it to go.
Turn. You can fold or you can stand firm. I'm a real one, so I ain't concerned. I'm fully built for this life. I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back on my feet and get right. Watch you work, watch him hate, watch him lurk. Can't relate, watch you skirt. Out the mud, out the dirt, above the waters, in the murks, out the gate, on site. Red breed, red tight, set the bar, take flight. Yeah, I've been grinding since a young and they told me my timing was coming. I've been hustling with no fun and forget all the fame, get the money. I'm out in LA where it's sunny. I've been eating since a young and since we ain't have food in our tummy. The life we was living ain't funny, but you cannot take nothing from me. Put that on my mama, my daughter, my cousin, my brother, I'll show you. Way better than I can tell you. The type of dreams that they sell you. That's why I learned from my failures. Don't do the handouts or the favors. Told my brother I'ma get this paper. Was left behind, I'll see it later. To keep it real, you don't need to wait up. Lay it out on the line, ain't no looking back. Giving my all with no strings attached. Can't roll no bottom, rolls through the cracks. Spotlight on you, but how you gon' act?
I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it to go. Now I get it to go.
T-Bag got me.
Hit one and be so you gotta go berserk.
Okay. Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe, one to keep your eyes open, keep you on your toes. You know the ones that want to keep you where you've been before. But I can't go, no I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. Your chain, name, how about your respect? Give them more than what I get, expecting up the back. In fact, you know, I sat down with my accountant, he said I got good news and I got bad news. Okay. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more. Okay. Look, sometimes you need the faith, sometimes you need to know your worth, sometimes you need to wait. Shoot like the golden boy, but in front of the bay. You can't negotiate with Drake, you gon' have to pay. But wait, jugging on the main stage, with the mainframe, loosen up your face, baby. Sometimes I need a vacate, meditate, hydrate, protect my energy before engagement.
Grew up having nothing, you're labeled impatient.